Behind his wife's photo were the pieces of a magazine he used to piece together Anna's image. Perhaps this really was just a fake world, and Anna was the only real thing, and Fiji naturally became the beautiful place Truman longed for. The events of the day awakened his buried memories. From that day on, Truman began to act intentionally irrational. He would suddenly bend down to tie his shoelaces while walking. He started deliberately observing everything around him, and he became certain that everything was repeating itself every day. He pretended to run toward the office, but suddenly turned and ran into a company he had never been to. The people here clearly didn't realize what was happening, still acting out their assigned roles. At just that moment, the elevator doors opened, revealing a production backstage Truman had never seen before. In the panic, the production crew could only forcibly throw him out. To validate his inner suspicions, Truman decided to go to Fiji. But whether he took a plane or a bus, everyone kept trying to stop him.
Everybody off, we've got a problem.
Truman sat in the car until his wife finished work. He said he had figured out the pattern of the world. To ease her husband's suspicions, the wife agreed to go with him to Fiji, but only if they saved enough money first. But now Truman no longer trusted his wife. Before the wife could react, Truman slammed his foot on the gas and drove off. But he hadn't driven far, when several cars suddenly swerved out from an intersection, blocking their path. Truman wasn't going to give up easily. He drove to a roundabout and began to spin in circles wildly. He purposely said he was heading to New Orleans, but then turned and headed back in the original direction. The road that had just been congested now had not a single car on it. In this way, he easily passed the first obstacle. But then a huge bridge full of water appeared before him. His wife knew Truman was afraid of water, so she urged him to turn back. But to her surprise, Truman grabbed her hand and placed it on the steering wheel. With his eyes closed, he floored the gas pedal. Her survival instinct forced her to maintain control of the steering. Truman safely crossed the bridge. Next was the third obstacle, a warning of an out-of-control wildfire ahead. But Truman knew this was all a lie. He didn't slow down at all. He successfully passed through the fire circle, until a factory nuclear leak appeared ahead. Truman finally stopped. It didn't seem fake this time. He almost believed it.
Thank you for your help. You're welcome, Truman.
Truman, come back!
Truman was completely disappointed. Today he would escape no matter what. He ran through the forest for a long time, running tirelessly toward freedom and truth. But the outcome was devastating. He still couldn't escape. After being forcibly sent back home, Truman was utterly disappointed in the world. What was even more absurd was that his wife didn't comfort him, but instead she started advertising. How ridiculous this all seemed. Everyone had been lying to him. Even after Truman discovered the truth, they tried to use family ties to manipulate him. Just when everyone thought Truman would compromise again, Truman felt a determination he had never felt before.